Hey, what's up YouTube? Today we're going to be testing the corpse explosion necro. So I'm going to do this super juicy map here, 286 density cows, and show you guys the power of this build. And after I'm done with the map, I'll go over the gear, the stats, and the skills. One benefit of this build is that triangle set is basically the best in slot gear for this build, so it's relatively easy to obtain the trangs. Oh, Mercenary died. That new aura is pretty gnarly. Concentration. Not a great start there. Cheers, Mercenary. Alright, back into it. Bear in mind that I am playing with about 350 to 400 ping. It does slow me down a lot. You can play this build with dual curse as well. You don't have to go just amp. You can add in low res to break fire immunes. I actually don't think it's worth it though. Yeah, very strong at mass clearing. Very, very good for cows, this build. Hell cows and cow map. So yeah, you can just delete full screens. Single target damage isn't too bad either. I have tested this on some of the tier 3 maps, and it wasn't as good as it was at this. It's too many fire immunes, high fire res monsters in some of the tier 3 maps like River of Blood with the Chaos Knights. And Throne also has the Venom Lords, so does Trial. So it does struggle against fire immune monsters. So a lot of the damage is actually fire. In fact, most of the damage you're dealing is fire, which I'll go over after this map. And Mystery died again. He's having a bad time against these amp cows with auras. Man, those auras are very scary. When you get vigor, amp, and concentration like that. Very dangerous. Yeah, basically what you want to do is fill up the screen with monsters, clear them and move on. So the rotation is pretty simple. You want to place the pile of corpses with Desecrate, chuck out your amp damage, and then just go to town with the corpse explosion. And yeah, life after each kill is very nice on this build. Basically, yeah, you just heal up to full after blowing up a bunch of monsters. And mana isn't an issue when using full trangs. Full trangs, you get a lot of mana. Yeah, I do think this would also be a very strong starter character too. If you're in a group setting, you'll have Amp, which can really help out your group early on. And yeah, with a certain amount of plus skills, you'll be able to farm Hell Cows relatively easily. Farm up enough currency for your full Trang set, and then start getting into maps. I'd probably get Infinity before I moved on to maps though. That'd be my goal. Get Trang set, get Infinity, and then move on from Hell Cows onto maps. And yeah, focus the maps that don't have very many fire immunes. And yeah, Cow map is going to be its strongest map, without a doubt. It's like purpose built for this map. And it feels like you don't even need to use amp damage sometimes. Like, look at that. The damage is so strong that you don't even need to use amp half the time. I mean, it is still worth using the amp, but yeah. If you can't get it off and you need a corpse explode to save yourself, clear monsters off you, you'll be fine. Whew, that is spicy. A little bit of desync there as well. Man, sorry, died for the third time. Feels bad. Just yeah, amp and all those aura stacks is yeah very dangerous.
Not in town.
Bit of a bad teleport there. But we're fine. One downside of this build is the noise though. Corpse Explosion is very, very noisy. So you might get sick of it after a while. Maybe you have to play with your game sounds off. One thing I would say is that the runs would be a little bit smoother if I wasn't playing on 400 ping, and also I would give myself a little bit more faster block rate if I had access to better slams, because it's quite hard to slam these items for what you're after on the beta. So yeah, that is what I would change, and I will go over the gear soon. Alright, looks like we are done here. So yeah, that's the map. 286 density. Took about 12 minutes, which is okay. For that density, it's actually pretty decent. So yeah, I'll go over the gear now. And yeah, the gear is pretty good, because yeah, I like to test what the builds are going to be like in game. So yeah, it's got full trangs, +1 skills, 2 sockets, facets. There's a shale in the shield to help me hit the next faster block rate. Breakpoint, it's got Mars, Death's Web. I couldn't slam one with +1 skills, it took me forever, so I just settled with one with life after each kill. FCR, FCR, FCR. Life after each kill on the gloves. Sorry, on the ring and the boots there. Charms, all poison and bones. This build actually has a lot of life, so you can kind of do what you want with your charms. You don't have to worry about your res. CTA, Littlest on swap. Burns Res Infinity. So yeah, that's the gear. I'll go over the stats now. So yeah, like massive overstacked res. It's just so easy to get res with the set. 33 DR with Defiance. 75 FCR. I'm at the 56 FHR breakpoint. Yeah, the magic fine's really low on this build, but you can get magic fine through your charms, your slams, your sockets if you want it. So yeah. All right, and the build itself, pretty straightforward. Max Corpse Explosion. Desecrate, as it's a synergy. I take Blood Warp to no cooldown, but honestly, you don't even need to do that with this build because you're casting in between your Blood Warps anyways. 1 point Clay Golem. I messed up. I should put 1 point in Golem Mastery as well to make the Clay Golem tankier. Max Revive. Max Amp. And then I put the rest into Curse Mastery to make my amp a bit stronger. So yeah, you can also go into lower res 1 point if you want to. It's perfectly fine. Will help with the fire immunes. So I probably recommend that too. So yeah, that's the Necro. I'd say it's a very good, very, very solid all-round build. You can deal with all sorts of maps, but I would try and avoid the fire immune ones if you can. Yeah, also a good starter, thanks to our farming how cows. So yeah, definitely this build has my seal of approval. For sure. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Enjoyed this video. Feel free to subscribe and also check me out on Twitch. Yeah, cheers.